Welcome, you guys. Thanks for jumping on. Welcome to Smack the Odds, where you get insight on how to bet strategically and smack the books, okay? A little disclaimer here. I am not a financial advisor, and betting, you can lose your money. So you want to bet sparingly and never bet more than you can lose. Now that we got that out the way, let's get right on into it. A little bit about myself. My name is Maine Simon. I'm your host today. Do subscribe, like, and go ahead and comment on this particular post. And a little bit about myself. I came up in the Bronx, New York. I grew up watching, loving basketball, playing basketball. I wanted to be a basketball player myself. So I trained diligently, played AAU, was in all the tournaments, citywide, to you name it, man, upstate, all around the New York area, man. I played for Gauchos, played for Riverside. I managed to play with the likes of Ron Artest, Lamar Odom, Andre Barrett, and also Omar Cook out of Brooklyn. So it was a wonderful experience. I truly appreciated the experience, and it helped shape me in order to work hard at what I do in my craft. But I went from the hardwood to actually the bet boards. And it was a wonderful experience to be able to be coached by Doc Rivers, Adrian Griffin, go to 5-star camp, travel all across the country, really pursuing a passion in which I love. I just changed that passion to a passion for making some coin. All right, can you get with me? If you know about making some coin and you're interested in learning how to sports bet better, we're going to focus on this podcast on strictly basketball, whether it's WNBA, NBA, some NCAA. We're going to get right into the nooks and crannies of the sport and how to get an edge on the books and actually beat the books in a long-term setting. We're based out here in Las Vegas, where there's tons of games. And we've been doing this for over 4 years as a professional handicapper. When I say professional handicapper, I mean documented over 57% win rate in multiple sports. Now, through NBA, my rate is slightly higher. I'm over 60% in NBA. This is documented, okay? So if you're listening to somebody that's like, look, I'm a professional, do this, pay me this, tell them, man, documentation beats conversation. Show me what you get, and I can provide those documents for you in light speed. But on this particular episode, we're going to get into our early slate this week. We have Golden State Warriors facing the Los Angeles Lakers. As you guys know, it's been a very, very good year for the Golden State Warriors. They were able to pick up Al Horford. They also re-signed DeAnthony Melton to a $3 million deal. They got him. They locked him in for a point guard. They also have Buddy Hield still. So this is a team that could still be very dangerous. The one drawback is they are getting older, okay? So they're one of the oldest teams in the league, and a team that is transitioning to youth, to speed, to athleticism, to length. Will the Warriors have a strong push in this year's upcoming playoffs? Stay tuned for that information. Also, we're going to deep dive into the Rookies of the Year candidates. We have Cooper Flagg, which is a valuable prediction to win Rookie of the Year. He was also the #1 pick out of Duke. The guy has length, high IQ. Jason Kidd is also going to be playing him at the 1 this year. So he's going to get tons of touches, be able to facilitate that offense. Next, I want to go over the next Rookie of the Year, which I feel has potential to win Rookie of the Year. This will be Ace Bailey out of the Utah Jazz. The kid comes out of Rutgers. Super long, super athletic, could hit the pull-up shot, finish with both hands, could create his own shot, and he has a strong defensive intensity. Next, I want to go to Jeremiah Fears out of the New Orleans Pelicans. This kid has super sharp speed. He reminds me of a old Allen Iverson. Crossover game, has the midi, could finish both hands, runs the floor well. and he has a strong basketball IQ as well. I like him a lot with the rookie of the predictions. And we also have Nick Clifford. I love this kid. He's out of Sacramento. He's playing for the Sacramento Kings. You guys, if you have not seen this kid, you guys want to stay tuned, watch him play. He's super athletic, strong guard. He defends well. He can hit the spot up shot. He can create a shot off the dribble, and he fights through screens. So he's a good defender. I think, them adding Russell Westbrook to the Sacramento Kings was a great pickup. He'll be able to learn a lot from Russell Westbrook, who MVP, lead the league in triple doubles. I mean, Russ is a dog. So any team that doesn't want to have him on their team is beyond. And he's also a philanthropist that gives tons of money. He gave away like half his salary. I heard, just giving it away. But I just really like his mindset. I got a chance to meet him as well. Cool guy, man. So shout out to Russell Westbrook for doing his thing. And I want to get into deeper about what's going to happen this season, some of the different changes that's going to go on. So stay tuned. Here's a quick little break. Make sure you guys understand the link is in the bio if you want to sign up to Smack the Odds, get the up-to-date picks. I will be doing predictions, but picks is a little bit more detailed. You'll be able to get detailed analytics. You'll get Discord access. You'll be able to get bankroll management, sports consultation, and you'll be able to have access to my community, which is growing at a rapid rate. We have over 1,000 subscribers in our Instagram channel, and we're just doing some major things. So stay tuned for that. We also have more on the way. Now, for those of you that would like a more detailed experience, do click the link in the bio to join Smack the Odds, our VIP pass. Right now, it's only $117 a week, where you get one pick each day, and you get high detailed analysis. You'll also be able to become a part of our community, where you could join our Discord, and you get access to myself, where I'm able to give you live updates on how to hedge your bets and also expedite your cash flow. Link in bio. Do subscribe to the channel, and let's keep smacking.
Woo! We are back. We are back. So I want to get right into it, let you guys know what matchup we have tonight. Opening night, we have the Golden State Warriors versus the Los Angeles Lakers. We also have OKC Thunder versus the Houston Rockets. This is a very exciting matchup, and some people predict that this could be the Western Conference Finals. Houston Rockets recently acquired Kevin Durant, which was a great pickup. I feel it helps the team get some veteran leadership. Kevin Durant, future Hall of Famer, easy sniper. I mean, I've never seen a midi as good as Kevin Durant. He has gotten some criticism based on having injuries, and some people say he's soft. I feel like he is still top 15 greatest players to ever touch the rock in history. Kevin Durant is a dog. I love it that, he's able to troll people on Twitter. His mom is there always rooting for him. He comes out of the Baltimore area, very rough upbringing, to amass a fortune of over $500 million. So salute to Kevin Durant and making the choice to go to Houston. I think that was a great decision for him. One of his coaches, actually, Royal Ivy, I actually played against him in Madison Square Garden. I was guarding him. He went to Cardozo in Queens. So I think that had a lot to do with his decision to go to Houston. Him and Royal were teammates in Texas, and they developed a great relationship at OKC. So look for Houston to really make a big push in the Western Conference. I think they will be the number 1 or the 2 seed this year. They have tons of length, 6'11" from 2 through 5. You also have Amin Thompson, who is their 1. He's 6'7" as well. Just a phenomenal baller. I think he has potential to be most improved player this year. He is a dog, man. He defends. He could play 1 through 4, and he runs the floor. Great court awareness. He's worked on his spot-up jump shot and creating off the bounce with a 15-footer. You still have Steven Adams at the 5, Aspirin Shangu at the 4, Kevin Durant at the 3, and then Jabari Smith at the 4 with if they play this lineup, they have a 7-foot wingspan, 1 through 5. Incredible. That's dangerous, and it's very hard for opposing offensives to impose their will on a team that really has a setup and a structure to play defense. Not only are they able to play defense, but they can all shoot the 3-point basket besides Steven Adams. And it's a great team to watch. I also like Reed Shepherd. He's worked on his game a lot. I got a chance to see him in Summer League. And Reed Shepherd out of Kentucky, he's a pure shooter. Also great court awareness, can find the open man. And then they picked up Josh Okogie, who is a great 3. I like Josh. He plays with a lot of passion and heart. And you still have Eason coming off the bench as well. Great coach and Uka. They have a great coach. And, I like what they're doing over there. So shout out to the Houston Rockets. They're going to be playing OKC on opening night. OKC, they didn't make a ton of moves in the offseason, which is okay because you won the championship, right? You picked up Isaiah Hartenstein a year before as a backup center for $30 million. It's not much room you can really do. You also picked up Alex Caruso a year prior, and it panned out for them. So shout out to Sean Marks over there at the GM at OKC. He did a great job assembling this team. This team is geared for a long term. I've seen some of their up-and-coming stars. They have a kid named Youngblood, Dang. These are some guys that I feel could get some rotation minutes. Also, Bruckenhauser, the guy's a dog. He shoots, he rebounds, and he runs the floor as well. And you have Jalen Williams. I don't think he's playing tomorrow, so you guys may want to monitor that before betting your wager. I think it's going to be ring ceremony night, you guys. So I don't see OKC losing to the Houston Rockets tomorrow night. I feel like they have a ton of depth. They shoot the 3-point basket, and I know that crowd is going to be going crazy over there at OKC. So you wouldn't want to bet against OKC opening night when they're getting their rings. It just doesn't really make sense. If you want to protect your bet, my predictions is they'll go up big in the first half. That's one of my predictions. If you want my pick, like I said, you guys got to link in the bio, all right? But that is the first game that we're going to be going over. The second game I want to go over is Golden State Warriors versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Big Luka Don is back, and the guy's in shape. I seen some pictures of him working out in the gym. The guy's squatting 750. All right. He looks chiseled. He looks serious. He looked like he's ready to play. They also picked up DeAndre Ayton and Marcus Smart, along with Dalton Connect returning. You also have great court awareness with Austin Reeves. This team, AR, he shoots, he runs the floor. The only liability and the knock that I have on the Lakers is, will they be able to defend the physical, lengthy guards in the league? They have always historically had trouble defending that 3-point line. And I've seen it in person multiple times. It's been challenging for them. Now, with Golden State coming in, they have Steph Curry with the shot. They got Buddy Hield. They also picked up Al Horford, which is a stretch 5 that's also going to be able to shoot the 3 ball. You got Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler. 1 through 5, everyone can shoot the 3 ball. So I look for Golden State to get out on a big lead. If they get out on a big lead and you can get the Lakers at plus 15.5, go ahead and do it. But this is a game you may want to stay away from. I feel like Golden State has tons of firepower, and they'll be able to actually stifle the Lakers if it comes down to a 3-point shootout. They also have some great young players coming off the bench. Golden State does, in Chase, Jackson, Hayes. I also like Pat Spencer coming off the bench, and they recently re-signed DeAnthony Melton as well. So I really like what Golden State offers. the league. I think they'll be able to make a strong push, but they're the oldest team in the league. You gotta think late. Will they still have those legs, right? Will they be able to withstand an 82 game season? This is something that has yet to be tested, and we need to see if they can withstand that charge. So with that particular game, I do still love the Lakers at plus 2.5. I still feel they'll be able to cover, but that's not a game that I would bet before the game. I would wait, look at it, see if I can catch it live at 15.5. And then that's my number. If I get it at 15.5, the Lakers, I'll take it. If not, I'm gonna stay away from that game. But those are my predictions, you guys. And I wanted to give you guys that insight. Another thing I want to touch on is some of the sleeper teams in the league you need to watch for. These are teams that actually perform well on the ATS historically, and teams that I really just love what they did. The first team would be the Brooklyn Nets. They recently traded Cam Johnson for Michael Porter Jr. I think that was a good pickup for both teams, right? Michael Porter Jr., he was going through the allegations with his brother, being involved in sports betting. And, the team wanted to go away from him. He had a shoulder injury that really hindered him in the playoffs with his explosiveness. I think Brooklyn would be a great fresh start for him. They pairing him alongside Cam Thomas. They still have Nick Claxton, who is a great center. I think he has great feel for the basket, and he's really good. They also picked up Wolf in the draft. I feel like he was a very, very strong pickup that they picked up, and he's always just been efficient. Wolf runs the floor. He can shoot. He can rebound. He can defend. So I like what Brooklyn's doing over there. Huge shout out to Jody Fernandez, the head coach over there. He does a great job at always making his players play tough. You also have Water coming back, and they got length, and they just play hard. I recently seen the preseason when they beat the Suns out in China. So Brooklyn Nets is always a good dog. I love them as a dog. Another dog that I really appreciate and like to watch is the Orlando Magic. Huge shout out to the Orlando Magic. They have size, they have quickness, and they could shoot the three ball. They recently picked up Desmond Bane in the trade with Memphis Grizzlies. I also like that they have Wendell Carter coming back. They also have Jonathan Isaac and Go Batista. Shout out to Goga, man. This guy really rebounds. He's a threat defensively when you're coming in the lane. I love their bench. I love what they're doing. You also have Franz Wagner coming back, and you still have Paolo. Paolo is still there, man. And last year he made the All-Star game. I love what the Magic bring to the table, and I think they're going to shock a lot of teams. That's one of my sleepers. Another sleeper that I have is the Boston Celtics. That's right. I think they did very well in the offseason. They unloaded Holiday's contract and picked up Anthony Simons, so they got a little younger there. Derek White has been showing signs of greatness. I seen him play the Toronto Raptors. The guy shot 6 for 6 the first quarter, outscored the Toronto. You also have Jaylen Brown coming back. I know that Jason Tatum recently had his injury, but I still like the Celtics, man. Their defensive intensity is really great. They also picked up my boy Lou Garza from Minnesota. I love Lou. I feel like he always deserved a shot. In the end of games, every time Lou would come in and I'd have a ticket, I'd be like, man, Lou, bring in Garza, because he always rebounds. He always just a great feel for the game around the basket. He's really worked on his three-point shooting. And I love what they have over there at the Boston Celtics. So this is another sleeper team. They picked up Chris Boucher from Toronto as well. I love their rotation. And you got Peyton Pritchard that's really coming along. So I think they're going to be okay. A lot of people have them not even making the playoffs, which I think is absurd and very disrespectful to a team that won the championship about a year and a half ago. So I think that's very disrespectful. So Boston's another sleeper that I have. And my fourth sleeper will be the New Orleans Pelicans. I think they did a great move by trading CJ Column, moving away from him. I mean, CJ's cost me so much money prop betting and just late games, missing big shots. I think bringing in Jordan Poole, picked up Sadiq Bey from Washington, was looking real clean in preseason. He was looking real strong. They also have Jeremiah Fears, the rookie that I talked about earlier, who's a great guard. They have another guard that is really just putting pressure on defenses as well. They got a great front court. You also got Trey Murphy and Herb coming back as well. So I like what they have over there in New Orleans. They're going to be shocking a lot of teams. So if you see the spread, you get a big spread on these teams, take the plus money on those teams. So that will conclude the first episode of Smack the Odds. Do subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you for spending this time with me. My name is Maine Simon. And remember one thing, let's keep smacking.